So when June's talking, I turn this way towards him, or
Yeah,
okay,
you
that's
can do
like
whatever you want.
it's a little awkward angle. Yeah, I mean,
You're good.
Well, I mean, yeah,
no, it's fine. No,
you can
I'll
just turn.
just turn like this. Okay,
Yeah,
all
or you can go like this.
Uh,
Whatever you
Side
want,
eye.
dude. Yeah.
It was like, you're really telling the truth?
right. No, no, I just, anyways.
Yeah, you can turn, bro. Whatever you want to
Okay,
do.
all right.
Because, I mean, we're all sitting here. But cool. All right. Let's get started.
All I got is $1 and a drink. Oh yeah. So what you gonna roll on with me?
What's up, everybody? I'm X, and we're here again. This is Cece. We're Pack Nation Podcast, episode number 2. So we're excited to kind of get things going again. And we have a special guest with us here today. It's my cousin, Junior Kaleopa.
What's up, y'all? Pack Nation.
What's up, June?
Junior
What's
here.
up, June?
Good to
Thanks
be
for
here with you
joining
guys.
us.
This is fun.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. So we're excited. June's here. Got him on the podcast. It worked out where we were able to have him join us. And June, he got a social media page, and he's been doing a lot of videos, funny videos. So he's got that all over IG, and he's been doing a lot of stuff. And so we're excited to have him on board with us and be able to talk to him a little bit about what he's been doing, what he's got planned. And we know he's got some stuff that he just released as well. So we're excited to kind of pick his brain a bit and see what he's been up to on social media. But it's cool. So welcome back, everybody. We're glad to have you, and we're excited to get this episode going. First and foremost, June, tell us what brings you out here, man. What we got you out here in Cali for?
Yeah, so I got invited to like a creators golf tournament by this celebrity barber, and this was all just through social media. And it was, I don't know, it kind of surprises me every time like I get some kind of invite like that. Because I don't know, I look at myself as a regular person. Just I work my 9 to 5 and I do like social media stuff, but I think it's still pretty cool, like the platform I've created for myself and that kind of stuff where you get out of the blue sometimes. It creates more opportunities to network and whatnot. So yeah, it's happening in here in Orange County over at the what golf course is it? Uh, Somewhere down there in the Dana Point. Oh, the Monarch Golf Club.
Ah, nice.
And shout out Philly Garcia. Appreciate you, bro. Um, but yeah, just out here because of social media, and it's been cool. It's been great.
Right. Dope, man. Well, that's cool. I'm glad we got to have you on here on the podcast, and we're just getting started, but it was a perfect opportunity for us to be able to have June on here and get to know him and introduce him to the Pack Nation as well. So we're excited, June. So I know, June, you just recently started also with your clothing line. You just released your clothing line.
Yeah,
That's dope, man. We're excited about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
yeah. So I started a clothing brand just specifically to highlight like the unseen journey of everyone that goes through like working a 9 to 5, working 2 jobs, whether it to be to fund their dreams or just like what you're doing with Pack Nation. Like there's a lot of unseen things that you're doing to get to the point where like a lot of people will see the success,
Hmm.
but they don't see the journey getting there. So I like to highlight the journey where people don't see the hard work that's being put in. So whether it be like the mental health battles that you go through your head or a struggling parent that's having a hard time raising their kids or people that, you know, who are trying really hard to have kids and just there's like different things
Right.
that people go through
Yeah.
and there's just not enough credit that goes to what's unseen to what people see that's in front of them. So I like to highlight and I eventually want to do like a podcast to just highlight the everyday person that goes through the struggle of what people don't see
Right.
and highlight that because that's just as important as getting to know the person of where they're at, but
Mhm.
how did they get there? So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say, yeah, June. So you mentioned content creator, right? Like as a
Mhm.
creator, and that's just like the new culture now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With like the rise of technology, there's so many Polynesians out there too, who like who do this, right? But then I think about like the other Polynesians that like paved the way for like Polynesian content creators, like the Laughing Samoan guys, like Tofing on
Yeah.
them. And who was that one Samoan guy? He recently died. He's a famous. He was known to be like the funny comedian amongst like
Oh,
the
Pekelo.
yeah him.
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
Yeah,
yeah, in
he's
Samoa.
definitely
Pekelo is the
yes,
OG,
Yeah.
man.
he's definitely one of those who paved the way as like
Exactly.
as comedy, like humor,
Right,
like
right.
Polynesian Samoan talking humor, and it's just like you're one of those who's continued the path, right? Because content creation,
Yeah.
it's new, it's a nuance in
Right.
our day,
Hmm.
and yeah, you do a good job, June, and it's funny.
Appreciate
I like one of your the videos. Actually, I'm on social media anymore, but the last one I seen of yours was the one where it's the ones who don't speak Samoan and the ones who do.
it. Yeah.
He's like, oh, who wants to go to the store? And then I do, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
that video, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was funny because it's true. You got the cousins who speak Samoan tongue and the ones who don't, and sometimes it can be a little banter in between them. Sometimes, not all the time. So
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah, man. That's dope, June. And that's cool with the clothing brand and stuff, the
Yeah.
Unseen. And like CZ said, man, there's a lot of people that kind of paved the way
Yeah.
for us. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, we're, well, June got a following, but us, man, we ain't nobody. We just kind of wanted to start a podcast and try to do something to make a difference, make an impact on the community, man. But at the end of the day, we ain't nobody really. We just kind of some no names, but trying to make a name for ourselves.
Right.
And before us, there were so many other people that came before social media
Yeah.
and were able to make a name for themselves and or even do things that we didn't know because there was no social media.
Yep.
And so there's tons of polys out there, like especially in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
There's the new movie Tina. So that
I haven't.
movie's
Is it
dope,
good?
man. It's dope. Yeah, we was in New Zealand,
Because
so
you're
we
in New
was able to
Zealand,
see
right?
that. But there's the director, I believe his name's Miki Mangasiva,
Mm.
and his brother was the one that was the Power Ranger.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one that
Yeah,
committed.
yeah, he passed away. Yeah. So their family was big well, not Hollywood, well, New Zealand, Hollywood, but they've been in movies and commercials and doing a lot of things, doing their thing out there in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But their name it wasn't like super synonymous, but with movies. But I think now everyone's, excuse me, kind of getting a chance to see the movie Tina.
Right.
Man, it's one of the best movies I ever seen, man.
Heard
Like,
it's like a tearjerker.
oh yeah, big time, bro. But it's not even like man, honestly, with like movies and stuff lately, uh with Samoan movies, like dude, shout out to all the poly directors and stuff and everyone that plays a role in Hollywood and making movies. But unfortunately, man, like with some of the poly movies that came out the last few years, I just didn't really like how polys were portrayed, like specifically Samoans. It's kind of like, I mean, yeah, we're funny,
Yeah.
but like that's not what we're all about. Like we're
There's
not
more to
dumb.
it. Yeah.
I mean, we like to joke around and mess around, but we're
Right.
not dumb. And kind of like some of the movies, man, we were being portrayed like we're like dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's not how it is, man. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, people thinking
Yeah.
that we're dumb, like we're funny to the point where we don't know what's going on.
Right.
But in Tina, man, that's a total 180.
Hmm.
And like that movie was a very serious, dramatic, had everything, man. So that's a dope movie, and we're waiting for it in the States, man. So hopefully it comes
That's right. Because
soon.
you got to see it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to see it in New Zealand. It's now in Australia. They just released it, I think, May 1st. So a few days back. But we love that movie, man. It's a dope movie. We saw it two, maybe three times, 2 or 3
Damn.
times when we were in New
That
Zealand. It
must
was
be
just-
really
it was-
good.
Yeah, bro, it was cool, man. So we saw it a couple times out there in New Zealand. We was out there for a couple weeks, so we made an effort to see it multiple times, man, because it was that good. And I'll be down to see it even more times, man.
Yeah.
Once hopefully it comes out here to the States. But yeah, man, there's just so many polys in different industries
Right.
that we're not aware of, and social media kind of gives us the opportunity to see more polys.
Right.
And there's not just one path, which is normally sports.
Yeah.
And of course, that's what Pack Nation NIL is sports, and us being able to utilize sports and what we do for the kids, trying to get them deals and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just an opportunity for us to use social media to see what else is out there,
Right.
what everybody else got going on. And all these men are in all different types of industries.
Yeah.
So it's cool, man.
I think what people don't realize that like with social media, there's no cap, right? Like you literally, it's just an endless way to market what you're trying to do, whether it be your NIL agency, whether it be like my clothing brand, or like when you're trying to market something, it's free, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to pay. It's just like, what are you doing to get the attention of, like, there's like 8 billion people in the world.
All
So
right.
like, there's always going to be that specific group of people that have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
It's just like tapping into, like, how do I tap into that and generate the interest, or teach the algorithm to get there. So yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize, like, oh yeah, there are people that think the same as me or whatnot. So
Yeah.
it's just the consistency, and a lot of people give up, right? Like when they don't see. I think we live in a world where it's like instant gratification, right?
Right.
If
Right.
they don't, and it's so crazy because like back in the day, like we do things till we get better, right?
Right. Right.
And that principle is not applied today. It's like, oh damn, I only got 5 likes on this
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, I should give up. But um, no, it's just like with anything. You work hard and prove consistency, and like you fail over and over again, and it's like you're failing better, right? You're
Right.
just
Right.
improving each step, like, and you as you get messages and stuff, and like, hey, I like your stuff, and like, oh, that's dope. Maybe I can expound on this video and just make more like this video, right?
Yeah.
Or just talk about more things that people like. This person said
Right.
they like
Right.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. It's kind of like the psychology of like just talking to somebody and trying to get what they like. And there's a lot of people don't know that there's a lot of people that can relate to
Right.
your story, or
Yeah.
to each other's story,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just tapping
Definitely.
into.
Junior, I'm glad you mentioned that. Recently, last semester, I took a digital marketing class,
Yeah.
and dude, it's a lot. There's behind closed doors. Like, there's a whole lot you have to do. Where you have to go on, like for example, on Facebook, you have to go
Yeah.
on the Meta Manager page.
Uh huh.
And you gotta like manage your target audience. You gotta manage like the clicks, the
Right.
cost per click, and all that. It's
Uh,
so much you have to do and know, right? And it's like you said, it's behind the videos where people don't really realize
yep.
what you have to do. You know what I mean? And it's not only Facebook; it's all platforms. It's
Mhm.
Twitter, right, or X, YouTube.
Yeah.
What else? LinkedIn,
It's
all types of
everything, bro.
platforms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I agree. I agree with Junior.
Oh yeah, bro. Like even I mean, shoot, just like trying to start this podcast,
Yeah,
bro. Like everywhere that I was looking, like to start your own podcast, it's like,
yeah,
oh, it's so easy. Just all you gotta do is this, and
Plug it
like
in.
so Liz, freaking all these
yeah,
different things that you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Gotta understand like the different software that you need to
Yeah.
record, or the difference between recording a remote podcast, a solo podcast,
Mm.
between recording in person, all these different things. I mean, we're still learning. So
Yeah.
I'm sure this isn't even going to be like one of our best edits. Of course, it's just kind of the
Yeah.
first one. But as we continue to grow, we're just going to learn. And
Just
that's the
starting
thing.
out. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like you don't need to know everything, man. You
Right.
just do it.
all in there.
Right, right. Just trial
Exactly.
and error,
Yeah.
and that's the only way we're gonna learn. And
Yeah,
for our people, our community to grow, we just gotta figure things out. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have the blessing of having someone to teach us most of these things, like
Mm.
being financially stable, or like
Mm.
understanding finances and stocks. Like I don't
yeah,
understand none of that,
No.
dude. So for us, we gotta learn stuff on our own, like
exactly.
Right.
learn how to navigate these different things, and figure it out, so
Mm.
that we can make a name for ourselves out
Yeah.
here in the states.
So I'm really glad that June mentioned the humble beginnings, right? Because realistically, that's the inevitable. The beginning was it's not going to be easy, right?
Yeah.
And you think about like these other big companies like Google, Amazon. They started like really small. Look at them now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
Amazon started out of a garage,
yeah,
dude.
garage, bro.
and like
I think Apple
in this
or
podcast, in
yeah,
this episode now, and that's something I would like to emphasize for like the youth. Don't give up. It's just like what June said.
Yeah.
A post starts up with 5 likes. Don't give up. Just keep going, and eventually, right?
Yeah.
Something will come up.
There's there's a guy who I've become like really close friends with. His name's Malosi. He's a Afakasi, and he's out of Ogden. He's a golfer.
Yeah.
And I remember when he DM'd me, and he was like at 5,000 followers,
Yep.
and I was like at 60,000 on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, Us, how do I grow my following? Like,
Yeah.
how do I do that?" And I said, just like I told you guys, it's consistency and posting every day.
Hmm.
Like, if you really want to be about it,
Yeah.
like posting every day and just go with what you got, and then just go off of the responses or like the comments
Yeah.
that people send you, or what they like, and like the videos that have gone like higher in views or comments and stuff, then like generate more videos like this one, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
keep like recreating that process, but obviously make it different.
Right, right. So
Yeah,
you kind of get feedback off of the videos you
yeah,
make, and then
Yeah.
you go off of that
yeah.
to.
So a lot of
Oh,
people don't realize that like it's all like a game, right? So if
yeah.
I have like a video that did like 1 million views, and then there's like comments, and some of these comments will like, "Oh, you should do something in this next video," and it gets like a ton of likes. I would use that comment and be like, I'm gonna generate my next video off that comment
If
because it
the
got a,
comment gets a bunch of
yeah,
likes,
there's a
oh,
bunch of
right
likes.
on.
A lot of people don't know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, damn, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that for my next video,
Right, right.
and then when I do my next video, and obviously copy that video that went viral
Hmm.
with that comment in mind, it's like it goes off. I'm like, oh
Right,
shoot,
Yeah.
right.
this is what the people
Yeah,
want.
So
exactly, dude. They tell
it's
you
the
exactly.
engagement, right?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the engagement.
if you engage with
Yeah.
the following, a lot of people don't engage. They'll just like, because people want you to be a real person,
Right,
right?
right.
So I'm making my goal to like every single comment. But obviously, if it goes viral, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah,
like
yeah. Figured.
like. But
Oh,
I do comment to or I do comment back to like people, to what people like mostly or relate to, just because like I'm a real person too,
right, right. Of course.
and what a lot of people get mixed up when they talk to me is like I'm a normal person. You can approach me. I'm not like, I may have a lot of followers, but at the end of the day, I'm Junior. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
and he's the only Polynesian
Someone. Yeah.
like representing us
Yeah.
in that YouTube space.
That's
And
dope.
now he's at almost 300,000 followers. Like, he passed me,
Yeah. Dang.
and
Wait, how much do you have?
I only have 85K,
Oh, nice.
85K, but he's got like he blew past me. And the cool thing is like he always called me, "Hey, it's all because of you." I was like, "No,
Oh,
man,
that's cool, man.
you just took what I told you
Right, right, right.
and capitalized on that.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah.
not taking credit on that, bro."
Yeah.
But it's just like I said. Like I said with anything. If you want a promotion, you just got to put extra work
Yeah.
in what you're doing, right?
Of course.
Or just like more communication to the bosses or whatever, or just in life.
Yeah.
It's just the same. Just apply the same principles to social media. Like, we all know this.
Yeah.
Like, our parents, like, they work so hard, right? And I feel like with my dad, both of our dads like worked at Cumbers Casino, and all I
Yeah.
could see them. I wish they had that type of education where they were like, "Hey, you can do more to this," instead of like all these like MLMs and stuff and
Yeah. Yeah.
Melaleuca, and
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is the way." And I remember growing up, my parents would like do, like, whether it be
Oh,
Melaleuca or like
everybody is. Everybody
or
doing
like
that
just
stuff.
any MLM. Like, knowing now, it's like, damn, I don't know. There's just more to everything in life that's going on right now. It's just coming to find out and what would work for each person. Yeah.
Yeah.
June, are you gonna be like those other creators that do milestones, like 100,000 followers in a day?
I did that
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but it was kind of, I don't know. I kind of felt to me that like, oh, look at me, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
close to 100K. I was like, no, man.
In my opinion, I would do it if I were you. 'Cause it's why not? You worked hard for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like, at the end of the day, it's it's not it's not who I'm trying to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at me. I'm almost at 90K. I'm almost at
Yeah.
100K. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because my stuff don't pay people's bills,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And honestly, why I started this whole social media thing is because I really wanted to generally make people laugh and be happy because everyone goes through a hard time.
Yeah.
And if I could put somebody's smile on somebody's face, like after a hard day, like I've had like hundreds of messages telling me, "Hey man, your video really got me through today," and that's the type of stuff that really pushed me
Yeah,
to
that's
do
dope.
more like funny content and stuff.
I think like I mean for me, I mean we ain't got no me and Cece, we ain't been on really social media too much. We just kind of been off of it. But now being that we're starting a podcast, that I started my own NIL company, it's definitely something that we got to be on more.
Right.
But I feel like with anything that you do, really, like if you have the right mindset in starting it,
Yeah.
like you said, your goal was to make somebody laugh or help change somebody. And for us, it's to um, for our podcast, kind of bring attention to different forms of success outside of sports,
Yeah.
but also how we can succeed in sports and be able to maximize our potential
Right.
for those that are athletes.
Yeah.
So for us, I think I would love to get as much followers as you, but I think if we can just make an impact in a handful of people's lives, kids' lives, and help them to kind of understand that there's more out there that you want to maximize all you can your potential in sports. But if it doesn't work out, man, there's way more out there that you
Yeah.
could do as well.
Other avenues. Yeah.
Other avenues, yeah. So that's kind of why we wanted to do this. And so, like, I think for anyone trying to come up in social media, if you're not focused on followers, you're gonna always be successful.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be happy because your happiness isn't based off the follower count
Right.
Yeah.
or it's based off of how many people you can impact, whether
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
be 5 people, whether that be 5,000. It's just
Yeah.
you control your own happiness and your
Yeah.
own success,
Right.
and don't allow it to be controlled by things
Yeah.
you can't control.
Right.
Now, I don't want to get too deep into this, but I agree with June. I like what you said about making an impact or like making someone laugh because, like I said, I do not want to get too into this like too deep, but mental health is kind of a big thing nowadays. You know what I mean? And man, I could agree 100% because I be watching like on YouTube. YouTube's the only platform that I have as of right now because I have premium,
Yeah.
and I watch shorts. Man, there'd be some funny stuff,
Yeah.
and like it really does make a difference. So. But yeah, like I said, like I don't want to get too deep into that.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
thank
but
you.
did you want to
Yeah.
get too deep into that, or
Did I say it like 3 times?
I think you want to get into
hey,
deep.
you want to get
Se-
deeper
second
into that?
second
or-
episode jitters.
No, no, but like for mental health though,
Mhm.
I I I am a big advocate because Xavier's seen me go through like different steps of that in my life, and it might get me emotional, but like I've had like anxiety and just depression, and like I've lost my brother when I served my mission, and Xavier, like we're just like really close knit, and we were out at the same time, and that just like really impacted a lot of us in the family, and like it's real, man. Like I think we just grow up with the intention, like, oh man, just get over it, right? And like you could have like the most normal day possible, and then you just have like a low sense of energy or just like a heightened sense of like something's gonna go wrong, and it's literally it's like a normal day, and it's just hits you out of nowhere, and you can't explain it. It's like weird. I don't know, but it's real. It it happens to like even the most successful people, right? Like I've known a couple people to reach out to me and they just tell me like, dude, what you talk about is real because I go through that too, and I appreciate you for that, like creating a platform where like it's normalized, right? And there's nothing to be shameful of it. Like we go through our stints or and whatnot, and there's nothing like it's a normal thing. Like the average person gets about 1 to 2 panic attacks in their lifetime, and it just happens from a lot of stuff happening within your life, with at work, and just with family. There's so many things that are out of your control that you wish you could control, right? And that's where the problem is. Like you wish you could like save somebody from like having a financial burden or just like give that homeless person a home and just like so many things, so many problems you just want to solve. And it's just hard because you have so much, like, I feel like a lot of people, each person has a lot of love that they want to give out to each person, but that capacity could get too much and it just kind of gets out of control. So, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, we all have,
definitely.
we all have own families and
Yeah,
stuff to be
yeah,
worried about.
For sure. Thanks, Stu.
exactly.
And,
I think
No,
that's
thanks for sharing that.
biggest worry for all of us,
yeah,
being our families and taking care and providing for our families and stuff and making sure that we're doing all we can. And it is tough. The mental health things that plague everybody.
right,
And for me, it's always something that growing up we don't really talk about your mental health or emotions or anything. And for me, it does affect everybody, affects all of us, and it plays a role in all of our lives. And I don't, I feel like I always don't want to make that an excuse.
yeah,
I don't want to use my mental health as an excuse
right,
of why I can't accomplish something.
right,
I feel like once we start using it as an excuse, then that's when we actually fail.
yeah,
Is if we don't try, if we don't do our best to get over it. And I know it's hard for some people. Definitely, like you said, June, I was there with you, man, and we need that support group, and we need a good environment
right,
where we can be able to get over that and accomplish things, getting past our mental health issues.
yeah,
But it all starts with our own mindset.
right,
If we allow ourselves to be subject to our problems, and we just got back from out of town, you could have easily just be like, hey, you know what, let's just
go sleep.
go sleep, man. We all got stuff to do, but it's a grind. And I was excited to kind of get together with you guys and have June on the podcast, and so we made it happen.
Yeah,
Even though we're tired and we all got stuff to do tomorrow, we all
right,
got our different schedules, different things we got to accomplish, but we kind of pushed past that and we're able to do it. So yeah, we're grateful to have you on the podcast, June, and excited that you were able to make it.
yeah. Grateful to be here, man. Good time.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
on.
So just want to like to touch up a little bit more on what the topic we are just talking about.
Yep.
So just in simple terms, just like express it, but don't let it impede you,
Yep.
right? From
Of course.
progress.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
recognize it, yeah, because it is real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we have to recognize that,
Yeah.
but don't let it be impotence.
Yeah.
If
Like let it
that's how you
build
say
up.
it. Yeah,
Don't let it build up, right?
yeah,
yeah.
Let
exactly.
it express it.
Don't let it
Yeah.
Because
build up.
I'll tell you, like I've had a lot of panic attacks, and it's not fun. Where I've been in the hospital, where I didn't feel like, I mean, I felt like I could die, like any time, like your heart's beating fast, and Xavier just actually
Yeah,
driven me to
took
the
you to the
hospital, to
hospital,
the
bro.
ER.
Yeah,
And it's not fun, but like Xavier said, that don't let that like get you down. It's always you always have an obstacle that you can overcome in life. And I think in this generation right now is that that's a problem. They have like some kind of thing that's getting them to where they want to go, but they're not willing to take that next step.
right,
And
right.
despite the stuff that I went through, I'm still going forward. Like it's like my wife is still gonna like demand stuff from me, my kids. Like that's always still gonna be a thing. And if I'm not there, like mentally, like then what the hell am I doing?
Yeah,
So it's just a fact of
Yeah.
moving forward and just being uplifting and just continuing. That's what it is.
yeah,
Thanks, Joe.
definitely is. Yeah, I appreciate you guys bringing that up and like you said earlier with your clothing line, I think that's a perfect example. Is we let that go unseen.
Yeah,
Sometimes our mental health, or sometimes we just kind of shoulder it and don't really show our mental health.
yeah,
But it is real,
Yeah.
and it is an obstacle that we need to overcome. Like being on a podcast, man. I don't like being on camera or
camera,
anything, but I wanted to try and make an impact for our
right,
community of Polynesian people and try to just kind of whatever I learned, which is not much, but what I've learned from my experiences, of Cece's learned, and then from June on this episode, and from anyone that we'd love to have on the podcast to be able to share their own experiences, because that's how we all learn together, is from different experiences. So it's cool
Yeah,
us being able to do that.
yeah. And real quick, all the Polynesians who are in sports right now use social media. Like, there's a lot of overlooked people, unseen people that are trying to get to the next level. Use social media. Post your highlights on there. I've seen a lot of highlights where, like, they're undiscovered and all of a sudden they get discovered by a D1 coach or D2, wherever you're trying to go. But yeah, use social media to boost your platform. And also, Pack Nation, use them. They're dope. If you want
Yeah,
representation, bro, they know what they're talking
yeah, appreciate it. So,
Thanks, June.
well, yeah, we're just grateful to have you on here, June.
about.
It was cool to have you on the podcast. And then let's see, one last thing, man. You know what do you guys, since this is kind of going around, the 100 gorillas versus or 100 men,
Yep. 100 men versus
100
one
100 men
gorilla.
versus one
One
gorilla,
gorilla.
man. What's up with that? So what y'all think?
No, the first 25 guys are basically messed up, and then
Yeah.
the rest just come in, right? That's like the strategy, I guess.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
think they're done. If you seen Kerchak on Tarzan, bro,
yeah.
if the dudes ain't got no no guns or nothing, man, you're done,
There's a
bro.
will, there's a way,
Planet
man.
of the Apes, bro,
Well,
all
there's
of
a
them,
way.
man. They fussy,
You
those
got,
dudes.
You got to strategize, man.
you
What you think, June?
got killed by
What you think about that? What you think?
100 men. I saw it was 100 Samoans versus
Oh, yeah, I saw
one
that one.
gorilla.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, man, if you have like 100 dudes like Jordan Malata, I think it'd be game over.
yeah, that'd be tough, man. 100
Listen, no,
polys,
but
yeah.
statistically though, it can be done. Like, obviously there's gonna be,
Oh yeah,
but it's all like attacking at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Well, it can't be one on one.
Right, yeah,
It's fun.
But then we also need like agility.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's some boxers in there too.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's possible.
If you could
but-
pick the team, yeah, definitely, man. I'll
All right.
get a bunch of polys, man.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if, because people are crazy, and if they do try it out, I wonder what that would look like.
Oh,
I don't
We
know.
get billions of views, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they get sued by the
Something
the
association.
animal, yeah,
What's
the
the
animal
that
rights,
Peter,
man.
right?
PETA,
Yeah,
yeah.
Peter.
Pretty sure, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't think they should try it, dude. Gorillas ain't no joke, man.
Hey, comment below if you think 100 men will beat a gorilla.
Yeah, 100 polys maybe. But yeah, I'll put my money on that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the man will win.
Yeah. If I'm a part of that 100, I'll be in the back. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah, I'll be,
I
You're
got
not, one,
kids.
you're not one of the first ones to go.
I'll be in the back.
Yeah, be number 99 and 100.
Yeah. I'll be like David. Just throw a rock in his head.
I don't think he use weapons.
No weapons allowed?
No.
Oh, it's all hands?
Nah, it's just all
It's all
hands.
hands.
Oh, man. Oh, dang. Yeah. I'll just wait till y'all finish.
Oh, man.
But yeah. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I think it's.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Of course,
Thanks, June.
man.
Thanks for your
Yeah,
time.
thanks again, June. We appreciate having
Yeah.
you on here. If you guys ain't following June, I'm sure you guys are, because we got no followers right now.
Follow these guys. These guys are great.
But yeah, if you guys not following June, man, hit up his IG profile, follow him for all the funny videos, and now with his Unseen clothing brand, he's got everything on there that you're gonna want to see and fill your social media page with. So, June, what's your IG?
Oh, is this Junior Kaleopa? JUNIORKALEOPA. Just at Junior Kaleopa.
Yeah, yep. So hit him up, hit up his profile, and we love having you, June. Thanks for your time
Thank you.
and sharing with us all of your social media advice and everything, your journey. And we hope to see you continue to grow, and hope to see your brand grow. So thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, June.
Yeah, thanks, Zeus. And thanks everybody for tuning in with our episode of Pack Nation Podcast. I'm X.
And I'm CC.
And like and subscribe below. We hope to gain some new followers. But appreciate y'all tuning in. Tune in again for the next podcast, our next episode. We'll keep you up to date on everything. So Thanks again. Peace out.
Hey.
Peace out.
Peace out.